Hello, and welcome to this session on abstract factory design pattern. This video is part of a 20 hours Udemy course where we cover hundreds of real-world design pattern scenarios. The abstract factory design pattern is a creational design pattern that provides an interface for creating families of related or dependent objects without specifying their concrete classes. It separates the process of creating objects from the actual implementation of those objects, allowing for greater flexibility and ease of modification. It is often used when a system should be independent of how its products are created, composed, or represented. It is similar to the factory method, only that it creates families or groups of objects instead of a single object like factory method. Hello and welcome back. Let's take a sample code of implementing abstract factory design pattern. To showcase this example, we need to remember that abstract factory groups together different products or families of similar products together. In this instance, we will be creating two types of houses. We will fill these houses with groups of products, which in this case are house amenities like furnitures, electronics, and decorations. Each house, either a big house or small house, is filled with its own befitting amenities. To start, we will create three different product types, which are house amenities in this use case. The first product will be a furniture, the second an electronics, and product 3 will be decorations. Each of the products are abstract classes of house amenities. They define the contract for specific concrete products or amenities we will be creating. Now let's start by creating different furnitures from the furniture abstract class. And as you would note, we also pass in the quantity of the furniture and then also a display method, abstract method, to display the information about the product, in this case the furniture. So we're going to create two more furnitures, and as you can see here we have chairs and sofa, which are subclasses of the furniture abstract products, and each of the subclasses also implement display method. Now let's also do for the second product, let's have two more products that subclasses that implement the electronics interface. For electronics, we have radio and television, which are subclasses of the electronic contract. And for the third product, which is decoration, we're also going to have two subclasses that implements the decoration abstract class. And you can see flower vase decoration and chandelier decorations. So altogether, we have 6 different products grouped into 3 different types. Now let's go and create a factory of products. We are going to create a factory class called house factory for building different house type containing different house amenities. The house factory is an abstract based class and is used to build furniture for a house, electronics for a house, and decoration for a house. Now we're going to be subclassing the house factory to build different types of houses. Let's start with building a small house, and a small house will also inherit all the methods that the superclass, the abstract based class, has, because it implements the house factory. And we're going to be calling products of each of these house amenities that befits a small house. The furniture method will call the furniture product, and this time we're calling a chair, which is a furniture that has 4 items. And then we're also going to be returning for the electronics 2 radios, and for the decoration, because it's a small house, we're going to be returning a flower vase, and there are 4 flower vases in the small house. And we're going to implement another house, but this time it's going to be called a big house. And the big house will also implement all the amenities, that is, all the methods that it inherits from the house factory. And also for each of the products, it will return a type. So we have, for furnitures, we have sofa, 10 sofas. Electronics, we have television, 7 television, and decoration, we have chandeliers. For the client code, we're gonna have a method for taking in a factory, whatever house, maybe a big house or a small house, and then calling the methods for each of the house and returning the amount of houses, and then calling the display method of each house amenities or product it gets to return the information concerning the house amenity or product. So when it gets a house factory, then it's going to take the furniture of the house factory and run its display method, and then also gets an electronics and returns the display method, and then do the same thing for decoration. I'm just going to put a print method here so that it prints out an empty space. Now let's create a small house. This is just to print out that we're creating a small house. I'm going to open up the output window, and then I'm going to call the client code, and the client code will have a small house inside it. And you can see for a small house, it gives us the number of furnitures, the number of radio, and flower vases. Those are the products that a small house will create. And then let's do for big house that we implemented. So I'm just going to put out a printout there, and then run the same client code but pass in a big house object. And then you can see for a big house, it shows that we have 10 sofa, 7 television, and 4 chandeliers. With the abstract factory pattern, we are able to group together different product families, as you can see displayed here for a small house and then also for a big house. This video is part of a 20 hours Udemy course where we cover hundreds of real-world design pattern scenarios. The course is called Design Pattern in Python with Real-World Code Examples. We showed via practical coding how design pattern is implemented in real-world scenarios like event manager, catch, database connection codes, document management code, creating optimized configuration settings, login frameworks, GUI framework codes, plugin systems, game development codes, payment gateway, document generators, computer graphics generation codes, financial model code pattern, resource pooling, object pooling in ORMs, website creation, database query codes, language translator, web application framework creation, banking system codes, organizational chart creation, file system, interpreter, menu system, text formatting code, authentication code, authorization code, API for OS, document management system, create proxies, event handling, middleware in web development, workflow system, undo redo functionality in apps, job scheduler scenarios, parsers, chart applications, drawing applications, notification system, distributed system, booking system, workflow management system, sorting algorithm, file compression utility, and many more. If you are really serious about your career in programming, you have to get this video. And you don't have to be a Python programmer to use it. Use the link in the description to get the best price for this course on the Udemy platform.